The whole idea about setting up an institute of this nature is of course to allow for a deeper understanding of the issues, to allow academia to meet with business and to have that meeting place where you have an exchange of views, but truly to allow for a depth in going into the issues and understanding and debating them, which in my mind is fundamental.
So ECGRF was set up to help the organization with the necessary funding to do more research and advance the very important work. So when we had got the question if we wanted to support it, it was a given for us. We thought it was very wise spent money.
The ECGRF, the European Corporate Governance Research Foundation, is the vehicle to support corporate governance research in Europe, and we are supporting the European Corporate Governance Initiative that is indeed involved with many fellows internationally in research, and to provide structural support for this type of activity, the foundation now is going to help us.
You know, corporate governance have really grown in importance over the last couple of decades. If you think about how big companies have become, partly through globalization and other reasons, if you also think about how active shareholders have become, and they are much more critical on what we do when they want to understand. If you then also think about media and society at large and people, which we sometimes call people's court, they judge us very hard when we go wrong. And I think if you are CEO or chairman for 10, 20 years, the likelihood is very big you will run into trouble sooner or later if you don't have a corporate governance in place.
I think corporate governance is not only important to the companies I work with, it's generally, I would argue, one of the most important things we have to deal with. It's something you have to work with for the long term. It has to be done with quality, and it really demands a lot of thought, if you ask me.
Well, I think academic research is important for corporate governance because we benefit so much, I think, from getting a joint set of definitions, a joint language, and where we can compare and see best practice and learn from one another and get really research done from what works. So I think with better results we can help improve and coach each other.
No, I think generally speaking, the whole issue about academic research is that it gives yet a deeper meaning to the question, a deeper analysis, a deeper understanding, and it allows for a debate around the issues. I think that is key when it comes to a long-term issue such as corporate governance, that we continuously work on developing the thoughts, the processes.
We're in fact going to do what we have been doing before, but we're going to do it on a broader basis with better funding and with a more secure administrative structure. We have been organizing conferences. We had the famous Transatlantic Corporate Governance Dialogue. We had conferences and projects about corporate investment, about investor relations, about environmental and social governance of firms. All of this we are going to do in the future, but we're going to do this more regularly, we're going to do it more structured, and we are hopefully having a broader visibility. Now we are on a new level, and the European Corporate Governance Research Foundation will provide stable funding for this. And getting involved in our activities, you could either just support projects as many donors have been doing before, support conferences, support research projects or the like, or provide long-term base funding for the academic community in this important area of research. And that would mean become a patron of the European Corporate Governance Research Foundation.